So you got last night on NXT, Shiloh Hill, the winner of the season 2 of LFG. You guys, pretty much he was, kind of like backstage, giving his life story overall, talking about pretty much how he was, this, internet geek and all the other stuff, whatever. But we'll pretty much find out about him soon. Tatum Paxley defended her NXT Women's Championship against the former NXT Women's Champion JC Jane, which JC Jane did actually regain her NXT Women's Championship. So it was definitely pretty cool to actually see that. Also, we did get where the Cullen guys blocked her from going back inside the ring, and then Izzy Dane came with the big boot. And I was like, no, that was an impressive way to actually like have that turn to happen, because we already seen a number of weeks where Izzy Dame, was kept eyeing the NXT Women's Champion. Well, so I think she'll be next to to actually fight Jason Jane for the title. Could be, maybe she'll be like in a women's Iron Survivor thing, which I know she's gonna be one of the people. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about that a little bit more here in this video. So we did get the first match of the night. We did get the mixed tag team championship match, which we had Chelsea Green, Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry and Thea Hale. So of course we already know what happened, you guys. Thea Hale and Joe Hendry actually lost this match, but it was pretty cool to actually see this. Of course, Joe Hendry, we know that he's a full-time WWE superstar, and looks like he's definitely signed with the NXT brand. And of course, you guys, he was putting on a pretty cool match, I would have to say the least. But of course, we almost had Thea Hale actually win this match. But of course, because he had like the Kimura locked in, and then Ethan Page pushed Joe Hendry, almost fell on Thea Hale, and pretty much they ended up winning. So maybe, I don't know what WWE is going to be doing about this, as far as like a storyline kind of like thing, with Thea Hale and Joe Hendry or whatever, and how they're going to keep their AAA titles on, WWE. But of course, you guys, like I said, the match was pretty cool, pretty decent. Chelsea Green locked in the Unpretty Her, and like I said, picked up the victory over them. So congratulations to Ethan Page and Chelsea Green on winning this match, you guys. Pretty cool, pretty impressive, all that good stuff, you guys. So we'll see what this is gonna land for them next. I think they have like a match on Saturday. The Rock's daughter, Ava Simone Johnson, whatever you want to call her, announced that it's going to be, of course, on Deadline, it's going to be the NXT Iron Survivor Challenge for the men and for the women. But before I get to that, you guys, Tavion Heights, he pretty much talked about how it's going to pretty much play out, to where Ava did announce something I'm going to talk about here in a second. But I'm going to just go ahead and say it. John Cena is going to be the one that's going to pick the members of the Iron Survivor match and everything. And with that being said, you guys, Tavion Heights said he feel like John Cena is going to pick him. But I'll get more to that in a second. So we did get where Blake Monroe actually retained her women's North American Championship. And of course, this is where we had Blake Monroe pretty much attack the leg and pretty much torture the mess out of her, and like freaking chop block her leg. We know how those chop blocks go, because we've seen Charlotte Flair do it before, and we know how very impactful that can be to your leg. We did get Zarya, where Zarya was pretty much trying to save her friend and trying to get her to the rope. Of course, Blake Monroe took out the knee padding. She took out the knee brace, threw it up on the owl ramp, you guys. And then Zarya had no chance, but she didn't want to see her friend get hurt, and she threw in the towel. I was like, I haven't seen the towel been thrown in WWE since like Jimmy threw it in when Jay was getting beat up by Roman that one time. I think it was back in like during the COVID era around 2020. But then again, I kind of hate how they do those finishes, you guys, and everything. But I think this is where we may get a turn with Zarya and Soroka, but we'll see. Of course, Soroka should be on the main roster here by Royal Rumble next year. Obafemi, we know he came out at the end of NXT last week. We just seen a statue of him. Then, of course, the CW wanted to turn it off. Obafemi came out and said that he was, that he came back to reclaim what is his, and that's the NXT Championship. And of course, the ruler is ready and everything. And he told Obafemi told Ricky Saints, he said, "Your daddy is home, and daddy is coming to take back what's his." And he said, like some part of the promo, I'm gonna attach the link down below to this promo because it was so good, you guys, by Obafemi. But yeah, look down below in the description to check out the link for this. And so Trick Williams came out and he said he's not done, with Ricky Saints until he say it's over. This don't happen like probably 3 times already since they actually been fighting each other. And I was like, come on. But of course, you did get the clone Randy Orton to actually come out and to attack Trick Williams. So this is pretty much gonna set up for next week's match where Trick Williams will go 1-on-1 with Miles Bourne, because Trick Williams attacked Miles Bourne first, and then Miles Bourne, of course, said, "Sure, I'm gonna get my lick back, and I'm gonna pop him in the back with the chair." And of course, that's where the match was made official, though, where Ricky Saints gonna challenge Obafemi at Deadline on December the 6th. So I can't wait for that, you guys. I feel like Miles Bourne may be the man to actually win the Iron Survivor Challenge. I mean, he's stepping up big game. We've seen he's trained with Randy Orton before and all that good stuff. Dark State, you guys, would retain their NXT Championship, because we did get where Javon Evans actually jumped onto Leon Slater on accident, you guys. So I was like, man, it's like every time every time Javon gets very close, you guys, he always ends up not winning. It's like he's been on a losing streak as of late. So, but of course, Javon Evans, he had like the tape and everything on his back or whatever. But of course, luckily he wasn't like bandaged around his ribs like he normally is most of the time. So shouts out to Javon Evans once again for putting on an incredible match, which was the best match on Raw that he had on Monday night. So that was pretty cool too. So Osiris actually picked up the victory over the X Division champion Leon Slater. So maybe this to set up a match between Leon Slater and Osiris Griffin, maybe. But of course, you guys, last week on NXT, the NXT stars were on the on NXT on TNA last week, and pretty much attacked Mike Santana. So maybe a story there. Now, of course, you guys, Ren Sinclair is still looking for Charlie Dempsey, which is the son of William Regal. So we're gonna see what's this story they're trying to tell here, where Ren Sinclair was backstage talking to Kendall Gray, the Evolve Women's Champion. So, till next time, you guys, Chris Wrestling Views is out. You guys, rating on the show, I have to give it a 8 out of 10. Till next time, you guys, like I said, I'll see you later, and peace out.